So I just want to set the stage that, you know, you look at the history of people who've run multi-million-dollar ad campaigns to try and get me to change my position. I don't change my position.
A million New Yorkers came together to vote for Mayor Mamdani's affordability agenda. So who's getting in the way? Governor Kathy Hochul has a choice to make. You protect working families and tax the rich, or make Trump's cuts worse.
I don't know, tax the rich. Maybe we can tax the rich so that people who have helipads on their house or near their house can help chip in for black school districts that are perpetually underfunded.
Governor who says we got it done.
By Donald Trump and not taxing the rich. Why are you blocking our climate legislation?
I would say,
well, guys, we try to tell them that when you fraternize with the radicals, eventually they're going to eat you alive. The New York governor, Kathy Hochul, got absolutely destroyed. She got heckled mercilessly and ruthlessly today, with dumbasses saying, hey, how come you didn't tax the rich? They're saying that they agree with New York communist terrorist mayor Zohran Mamdani, whose wife liked posts celebrating the October 7th terrorist attack against Israelis, where they brutally murdered and raped everyone from men, women, and even children. And this guy said he wanted to tax the rich is one of the things that he ran on.
And critically important are increased taxes on the wealthiest New Yorkers and the most profitable corporations.
Kathy Hochul actually supported him in the past.
The three of us can't do it alone. We need a fighter in City Hall who wakes up every day ready to punch and fight for the working people of the city, and that person is Zohran Mamdani.
But she didn't agree to this tax the rich plan because guess what? Those people can just turn around and leave the state like that. So she doesn't want that to happen. She doesn't want them to leave the city. She doesn't want them to leave the state.
it's like I have to look at the fact that we are in competition with other states who have less of a tax burden on their corporations and their individuals. And I would say remote work changed everything. There were people who could only work in an office in Manhattan or work in New York State, and they were captives to our state. They were going to stay. We saw that that's not the case. I mean, you know, Wall Street businesses looking at Texas, they're not going there because they have a nicer governor. I know that for sure.
Mamdani doesn't care. He's just trying to meet some campaign promise. So these two are butting heads, but accordingly, Mamdani blames Hochul. So now she's in the hot seat. Let's go ahead and react to this. By the way, guys, there's a new feature on YouTube where you can hype videos. So be sure to like the video, hype the video. It helps out a lot. Appreciate you.
Where I wanted to be. I would love to be the governor who says we got it done.
By Donald Trump and not taxing the rich. Why are you blocking our climate legislation?
I would say my goal was to be able to meet these objectives. Really important to me to meet these objectives. I believe in those objectives. But I also have to deal with the realities of the situation, which I've laid out before. So my friends follow me everywhere. So, Rebecca, we can talk offline, but we're looking at, I think, a lot more members.
Hey, bros, can you shut up? The reporters are trying to ask questions.
Everybody. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Well, I appreciate you covering this important topic because what people may not realize, everything I'm doing is focused on trying to put more money back in their pockets to make life more affordable in New York. And I will be unrelenting in that quest. So, all right. Thanks, everybody. No, everybody has a right to protest. You know, I have been in my fair share of protests. They have a right to do what they're doing here today. That's totally fine with me. I know what I have to do on behalf of 20 million New Yorkers who expect me to deliver. That one's offensive. All right, take care, everybody.
What's hilarious is that this is now seen as some sort of Republican point of view, like, hey, taxing the rich is something that Republicans don't want to do or something. It's not that anyone has an issue with taxing the rich. It's that whenever you come up with a new enemy, right? The Democrats think the Republicans' enemy is illegal aliens. We don't blame illegal aliens on everything, but the Democrats tend to blame Republicans and rich people and white people on everything, or the bad white people, right? The non-woke types, right? The masculine types, right? Is that if you don't use common sense, you're going to have problems. If you raise the minimum wage to some ridiculous amount, you're going to lose jobs, and some places are literally just going to go out of business. If you raise the taxes too much, then some businesses are just going to leave where they're at and go somewhere else, right? It's one of the reasons why stuff like offshoring exists, right? Why they go to all these different foreign countries in order to save money. It's been going on. It's literally been documented. I've been learning about this since I was like in high school, right? And obviously they teach it in college as well. It's not something that is rocket science, guys. They teach this in school, and yet even the people who teach it are a bunch of retards, and they act like it doesn't exist. And when it comes to the local economies, Kathy Hochul seems to understand this, but she supported Zohran Mamdani, and now it seems as though it's backfiring.
Kathy Hochul was this event about a week ago, and they were all screaming. She was there for Mamdani. They were saying, tax the rich. She said, I can hear you. And the next day she said, I thought they were saying, let's go Bills.
Go Bills.
What?
Yeah.
This one got by me. Tax the rich, let's go Bills.
Right.
I mean, it sounds a lot like...
Let's go Brandon.
Let's go Brandon.
Let's go Brandon.
Because again, now he's threatening to raise property taxes on average American citizens, or citizens of at least New York City.
The city would have to exercise the only revenue lever fully within our own control. We would have to raise property taxes.
That's what he always wanted to do. New York City Mayor Zohran Mamdani is applying heavy pressure on Governor Hochul in an election year after unveiling his $127 billion budget proposal, giving Albany an ultimatum. Either approve tax increases on the rich and the corporations, or Mamdani will raise property taxes by nearly 10%.
And what I noticed in that soundbite, you guys called it an ultimatum. I'd go as far to call it a threat. And I don't like to see elected officials threatening each other in this way. Hochul's worried about her reelection, and she knows that a tax hike in any way, shape, or form will not be received well by voters. So this isn't just about her winning. It's that people don't want it, and he doesn't get that message.
But he'll probably do it if she wins and Bruce Blakeman. She'll probably do it anyway, just like the whole congestion pricing thing, which she's sure she wouldn't do.
And it was debacle.
Upwards of 9.5%, right? An insane percentage, just because he can't tax more people. And you know why they needed to tax so many more people is because illegal aliens came into the city and they spent all their money supporting illegal aliens. So now they need to collect money from somewhere. You just think it just grows on trees? No, they had to get the money from somewhere. And now they're scrambling, trying to look for more money. Kathy Hochul, she could have picked what's the other guy? Well, I guess she wasn't gonna do it. Maybe it'll be bad for her career wise. But the Cuomo brother, what was it, Andrew Cuomo? That guy, she could have went with someone else. She didn't have to pick Mamdani, but hey, she felt like the wind was blowing that direction, and now she's finding out. But guys, you don't want to fraternize with lunatics. These people. It's not that all the tax the rich people are complete lunatics, but a lot of them are, right? She's literally got terrorists in her midst, communists in her midst, Marxists, all of these people who are all bad for America, all completely antithetical to everything that makes America great. And she thought it was going to help get her elected. She was right. But now she's finding out what happens when you fraternize with lunatics. This is why you can't let everybody into the party, okay? Like, just because you think they may put you into a powerful position, look what's happening to you now. These people sound extremely adversarial, and I'd be willing to bet you that they're probably going to show up at a lot more events. So I hope she's ready to get protested more. It sounds like the same people who are those Free Palestine, Ceasefire Now people. So I hope you're ready for a lot of drama that could have been avoided entirely by rejecting these people outright to begin with. But these are my thoughts, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I appreciate you guys watching. I'm out. Shout out to my members, patrons, and fellow anomalies. Cyber Noodle, 655, The Great, Bella Scott, Carpentier John at Pinecone 6. I appreciate you guys every single day.
I now affectionately call the governor Comrade Kathy. She's lockstep with Zohran Mamdani. She endorsed him. He endorsed her. I firmly believe that she has a secret plan, just like she did with congestion pricing, to raise taxes on the middle class. Once the election's over, if she should be successful.